Hello, welcome back to Guidancy Education channel. In this video, we are continuing eye defects. We will be doing the second eye defect, namely hypermetropia or long sight. I have shown here a cross-sectional view of the human eye showing the various parts. I have discussed these parts in detail in my previous video. If you have not watched that video, please click the I button on the right hand top corner of the video. You can directly pass on into that video and watch it. This will help you understand the portions which we are going to discuss shortly in this video. Before we really start with hypermetropia, please watch the video completely, and if you think the video is useful, like the video, share the video and leave your comments in the comment box below. Please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button so that you get intimated as soon as videos are posted. Thank you very much. Let us see hypermetropia in detail. I have shown two diagrammatic representations here. The first one is a normal eye where distant objects get automatically focused on the retina. In the normal eye, near objects also will be focused on the retina, provided the object is beyond the least distance of distinct vision. Okay. The hypermetropia patient can focus images of distant objects on the retina. That person has no difficulty in viewing distant objects, but he cannot view nearer objects clearly. The object is closer to the eye here. The rays get focused behind the retina rather than on the retina. So he is not able to view nearer objects. The person is more comfortable with distant objects rather than nearer objects. Before we pass on to the reason, let us first note down the point. Hypermetropia patient can see distant objects as is indicated by the name long sight. We have noted the 2 points. Now we will note down the reason, that is what causes hypermetropia. The eyeball of a person suffering from hypermetropia may be shorter than the normal eyeball. That is, the eyeball may be compressed from back forward. So the retina seems to be pushed forward. Distance of the lens and retina get reduced. The focal length of the lens when the ciliary muscles are most relaxed will be greater in hypermetropia patients than the person having normal vision or normal eye. This defect can be overcome by using convex lenses of suitable focal length. Let us see how hypermetropia can be corrected. It is corrected by using a convex lens of suitable focal length. In this diagram, the solid lines show image formation when the correcting lens is not used in the case of hypermetropia patients. Persons suffering from hypermetropia can see distant objects clearly, but they cannot see near objects. This is because their least distance of distinct vision, namely D, has shifted further away from the eye, and the new point is D dash. So they can see only up to this portion, D dash. If the object is moved further towards the eye, then they cannot see. How to see these objects then? It is for that the convex lens is used. Without the convex lens, the solid lines show image formation. It is behind the retina because the eyeball is shortened in their case. And when the lens is used, this lens further converges the rays before striking crystalline lens. You can find here these dotted lines are inside the solid lines. These dotted lines strike the crystalline lens, undergo further convergence and meet at the point on the retina where the image is formed. Now the person can see the object. Image of the object which was at this point is now shifted to this point, that is on the retina. In the case of hypermetropia persons, their least distance of distinct vision is greater than the least distance of distinct vision for normal person. So we can write D dash is greater than D. I hope this is clear. We will meet in the next video with another topic where we will discuss how the focal length of the correcting lens is decided so that these defects can be overcome. Thank you.